My name is Dorothy Poole, and I want first to express my appreciation to the police department. They've always been right at my door when I needed them. They've always been very, what do I need to do with this? Oh, right there, okay. They've always been very courteous, very kind to me, and I appreciate them, truly appreciate them. But I spend a lot of time at home, and things have begun to bother me about the Memphis Police Department. And I would really hope that while you're here, you would examine the recruitment policy, because they seem to be recruiting, and not just the Memphis Police Department, but police departments in general, from the KKK and the white supremacy group.
Wow. Yes.
What?
Yes, no, just keep talking.
Okay. And it's the viciousness and the meanness and the vindictiveness seem to be pervasive now. And the good that the police do, and they do good, the good that they do is overshadowed by all this killing. And it's needless killing. I was listening to the television today with that Attorney General in North Carolina, I think. And he was talking about them shooting this man who got out of his truck and supposedly had a gun. This man, they were there on a totally different thing. They were undercover. And they saw him put out a cigarette and fill it with marijuana. And they decided that, okay, they weren't going to bother with the marijuana because that would interfere with their undercover operation. Well and good. But then the cop saw, he said, oh, he's got a gun. Well, this is a black man with a gun and marijuana. That's everybody and his little brother and his cousin has a gun. Does the gun law just apply to white people? I mean, the man was not, in no way was he paying any attention to the police. He wasn't interfering with them. He wasn't looking at them. He wasn't having anything to do with them. He went about his business. They are the ones that incited that whole thing. They made a big to-do out of nothing. And that seems to be what's going on in a lot of places. And I would ask you, please, to look into the recruitment policy and the human resource vetting that goes on of applicants to the police department. And I would also ask you, please, to look into the education and training of police officers, because while they're really good at shooting people, they don't seem to be too good at de-escalating a situation or trying to make it better or even-handed or nice. I guess is a good word and probably a simple, stupid word, but they don't get, nothing has to be all the time ugly. You don't have to escalate everything. And it seems like that's what they enjoy doing most. And I really wish you would look into that, because they need to be educated. These people, we are not the enemy. You have all this war material that has been given to police departments. And along with all this war material seems to become war training. And we are not the enemy. We are the people. The police are supposed to serve and protect, not fight, not kill, not harass. And I just am really hopeful that while you're here, you'll look at these practices, because I think I've not heard anything or read anything in our paper about the practice that was done in Ferguson, where the city was being supported on the backs of the black people with the fines and the traffic things and all this, and they can never get out of debt. I think there's some of that going on here too. I hope you look at that. But we could be so good. This could be such a good place to live. And I hope while you're here, you'll look into all these things and make them better. Please make them better. Please make them better.
Wow.